Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here. I got another Master Duel video for you. I got another build and play. It is WCQ 2025 season, and I want to get started with Snake Eye, I think is what we're going to start off by building today. I've been having a ton of fun with Sprite, and believe me, I am going to be playing more, especially for the channel here. But at the same time, I did want to kind of get into it with some other decks. As I've been doing quite a bit lately, I'm actually currently streaming this live. So if you're watching on YouTube and you're interested in seeing some of these live streams, I stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So if you want to watch on platform, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. Or if you want to watch on Twitch, make sure to follow and or sub over there. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, we're just going to get right on into the build of this here. We're just going to start with all of the Snake Eye cards. Of course, one of the big changes in this format is that original Simple Spoil Snake Eye is going to end up limited to one, which means the Pilgrim Reaper strategy is no longer quite as viable. I have seen some people out there still trying it, even with only one OSS. It's a lot more risky at that point, a lot less consistent, but not horrible by any means. That said, I don't think I'm going to be doing Pilgrim Reaper with only one OSS personally, but now, here's another choice I've been kind of debating. Dramatic Snake Eye Chase versus Divine Temple. So Divine Temple tends to come up quite a bit in lists that I've seen. Lists that are just doing well on both ladder and just like a community tournaments. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. But yeah, as far as my experience goes, I tend to have a lot of good, instances where the Dramatic Snake Eye Chase, mainly into Maxi, right? Being able to place the Diabell into the spell trap and then summon it out and then set the, let's say, Sinful Spoils cards. Let me pull up the trap card here. Here it is, this one, Silvera. Having that play under Maxi is quite good. So I'm a little bit on the fence here. It does eat up another main deck slot, but I don't know. I'm still kind of debating in my head here. I always go back and forth. I've tried Temple, I've tried Snake Eye Chase. You know what? I've had good experiences with Snake Eye Chase. I'm still going to be on it here. Okay, so I think that's all we need for actual Snake Eye cards. I always forget the honorary Snake Eye card, so let me go ahead and, if I can spell it correctly, grab that here. Bonfire. I did get rid of one of them. I had people ask me if I was going to get rid of the second Royal when it got limited, and I hemmed and hawed about it, and I did decide to get rid of it, because I really don't think that it's going to end up coming back to 2. If I'm wrong about that, then I'll be sad, but it is 50 UR dust. That is a lot to pass up, so I decided to just take it. Alright, now let's grab some Simple Spoils cards. I do want the Silvera because, as mentioned, I have been having good experiences with the Dramatic Snake Eye Chase, and I do want to keep playing it in order to be able to go for the Diabell Star, of course, set Silvera under Maxi. I'm not going to be playing Azamina. This is going to be a Fiendsmith. Well, you play that in Azamina as well. But this is going to be a Millennium build, because I do still like that better, and I think it is overall better, personally. So what else do we need as far as Sinful cards go? We need Wanted, and I think that's going to end up really doing it. So yeah, that's going to do it for the Sinful cards. Now, as mentioned, we're going to go to Fiendsmith and Millennium are actually both bookmarked here. So we're going to go for Lurie, we're going to go for Engravers, start the Fiendsmith stuff here. Oh, and Lacrima, of course, cannot forget her, as well as the Tract. We'll do a single copy of that. And then the extra deck stuff, which is going to be Requiem, Moon, or not Requiem, yeah, Requiem, yeah. Sequence, and then you two. Okay. We'll do Millennium stuff next, including Snake Eye's Doom Dragon. We'll grab Sengen Gens. I'll take a couple of Golems, as well as the Weju Temple. So those are all of the engine pieces that I think we'll be using here as far as the main deck goes. I don't really feel the need to play 1-for-1 just because Bonfire and OSS are limited. I don't think that's quite necessary. Now, as far as the extra deck goes, we do still have some decisions to make. Namely, are we going to play the Chorozo? Whoops, if I can spell it correctly. It's a Magistus card, right? I'll just search Magistus. So, are we going to do the Chorozo into Banshee to search? I did show this off last season, mostly because I just wanted to, because it was the new kind of sauce, I guess, and it was at least somewhat relevant. So, I think this time around, I'm not going to go for it, because it is more of a consistency boost, but in my experience, it didn't come up super often. And if we open Millennium without Snake Eyes cards, we could still play Zombie Vampire to try to go for hits. It's a lot more RNG based, but in my experience, the situations where we needed to go into the Banshee line were very, very few and far between. And, you know, if we ultimately decide that we want it in there, we can just put it back in. But I also like the idea of freeing up some extra deck space. Also, for the Millennium Engine, not only can we do Zombie Vamp, but I kind of want to play number 90. I actually kind of want to play both. But let's fill out some more important extra deck cards first real quick. Like, we need IP and SP and Promethean and Appaloosa. And we need a Fire for Promethean Princess to go into. I think Nightmare Phoenix is a little bit better than Salamangreat Raging Wolf. Personally, I feel like this tends to come up a little bit more. And then, what else do we need? We've got 11 extra deck. I feel like there's like one Link monster I'm kind of forgetting here. I mean, we could start adding the rank 8s now. Excuse me. You know what, let me go over to... Let me look at Untapped for a second here, just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything super important, because I'm really good at doing that. Oh yeah, Link Rebo, that's what it is. Okay. You know, we could play Caesar. We could think about doing that as well. Sorry about that. Here's Link Karibo. So we still have one more extra deck slot. Oh, we could play Hita and or Nightmare Phoenix. Like, we could play Hita instead. This card tends to be pretty good. We could do Caesar. That's a not bad option. Although I find in this Snake Eye, you don't tend to need it as much as other decks, but Necroquip is also another extra deck option for the Fiendsmith package. Although, also in my experience, for most decks, as soon as Lacrima came out, I didn't really find myself needing the Necroquip super badly. Let's see. For me, it's kind of between Caesar, Ognum Day, also an option. I haven't tried Ognum Day in Snake Eye, but I don't think it's super needed. I'm probably just going to throw in Caesar, honestly. We'll save that extra deck for now. That seems good to me. Okay. So I don't really think there's, like I said, too much else we need as far as engine goes. If I really wanted to play more engine, I could play a second Wedgie Temple, but let's throw in some hand traps. Let's go Max Thieves. Let's go for Ash Blossoms. Nib is really good right now, and in general, but also just right now. Of course, we want Call By and Cross Out. I'll play at least a couple of Imperms. At least one Ghost Spell, at least one Droll. Maybe even at least one Valor just to have some cross-out targets. Like, I don't know. A lot of people don't like doing this, like just playing a bunch of like one-of hand traps for cross-out. I don't think it's that bad, because not even like any of the one-of hand traps we're playing are bad. It's just more of a matter of like, do you want to double or triple up on the better ones, so to speak. I do like the idea of playing Droll and Lockbird in this deck in particular. Because of Snake Eye's ability to play through it a lot more easily than some other decks can right now. Ghost Ogre's pretty good right now. It's good against Blue Eyes. Sprite, of course, is very popular right now, and this is really, really good against Gigantic. So I can see us doubling up on these potentially. I do also kind of want to play a triple tack, because I haven't been playing this card a lot lately, and it's really good. How many hand traps do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I generally like being at 12 for a 40-card deck, so I think we can play triple tack and like one more hand trap. I think Joel is probably the best one to double up on in this situation, so. Looking over my list here, seeing if there's any other changes I want to make right off the bat. This looks pretty solid. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I kind of want to count our starters, though. So, we're not on the Chorozo engine, which means that Millennium isn't necessarily, and Fiendsmith aren't necessarily starters into Snake Eye plays. So that in mind, for Snake Eye starters, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll count OSS as 7, 8. That's not horrible. I mean, given that Millennium and Fiendsmith are just good in their own right, like, even if we don't hit anything off Zombie Vamp, we can usually pivot into, like, at least a 3-man Appaloosa, which is not an ideal end board, but is more than nothing, so I think that's fine. If we do end up deciding that it's not enough, we can always just switch over to the Chorozo engine, so yeah, I think this is good. We go Millennium, Fiendsmith, Snake Eye, and a save. Wait, save. There we go. Okay. Let me throw on some accessories, and then we'll head on into the event for some gameplay. What deck box do I want? Doesn't really matter. I like the King Sarcophagus. Love the triple tack sleeve, and I think we're just gonna apply this set. And I gotta have the Royals. You gotta have the Royals. Alright. Alright, let's dive into some gameplay. And go into the event. Select deck. From my deck. Here we go. Alright. So I haven't played any. Obviously, you know, from my rank, I did get some levels up, but this is my first game into the event. And we're winning the coin flip. Love to see it. Now, despite being the World Championship Qualifier event, this is actually a lot more relaxed than Rank Ladder. It doesn't take nearly as long to level up, and also, you know, losing games doesn't really affect your rank as badly, so... Now, this is an interesting hand. The Dramatic Snake Eye Chase. I don't really know if there's a way we can make use of this, unless we were to play Snake Eye Ash and then send it for the Doomed Dragon and then bring it back with Promethean Princess. That's actually a way that we could go into plays. Let's start with Sengenjin. Let's just see if they have anything here. And even if they do, we can still... Yep, okay, here's exactly why I like the Dramatic Snake Eye Chase. Granted, we do have the Silvera in hand already, but... Even if we didn't, we could have searched it here. And even if we do, we can still search Wanted for a Diabell Star for plays on the follow-up turn. Yeah, we'll just summon out the Sengenjin, and then I'm just going to add... Could add another Sengenjin for the follow-up turn. I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to set this and pass. And yeah, that is correct that actually this only places Diabell Star cards, not Snake Eye. So it couldn't actually place the Ash, unfortunately. This track for the event is pretty sick. I'm immediately liking it. Give them an extra draw. Not the best, but I mean, again, we at least get to set Wanted, so we'll have follow-up plays. I'm going to activate this now just to not get asked about it for the whole turn and to have the minimal impact of Droll. This is completely fine. I'm not special summoning on their turn, so this Maxi actually just doesn't do anything. In fact, now we don't have to worry about it for our follow-up turn, unless they just have it the third Maxi as well, which they could. Oh wait, it's third Maxi, lol. So set, normal summon, Goblin. That's interesting. The fact that they set first is very interesting. Bring the main phase can destroy instead of just two with different names. You know what? I am gonna Veiler this. And then if they have follow-up, we can just negate it with the trap card. Well, there are more Charvies for even more maxis. Okay, Bone Party. That is getting Silverid. We're going to send the on-field Diabell Star to negate that. I wonder if this is actually imperm. I bet it is. Maybe. Oh, they're cheating the fusion. Wow, they had both. Okay. That's not good. Oh, that's really not good. So, I think we are just gonna enter the bone zone at this point, right? Like, they can just full combo from here. And we just, like, lose. We have no more hand traps. All we have is the defense mode Sengen Gen. I'm pretty sure we can concede at this point. I'm trying to think if there's, like, a way they don't have it here. Would they send another... Okay, they sent the Gaddick, which can add the thing. Yeah, I mean, we do get the Diabell Star. Yeah, I'm just going to give it to them. I'm just going to assume they know how to full combo from here. Crazy, but an example of how good Memento is, like we were talking about earlier. I mean, granted, they did have 2 extenders plus the Goblin, but, I mean, they still had it, you know? Alright, losing this coin flip, which I'm not opposed to. We have a good amount of hand traps. And I like playing the triple attack as well. I mean, triple attack's good going first or second. That's why it's so great. This hand's pretty good. I'm gonna toggle and hide the maxi. That's fine. Okay, so I'm guessing it's probably gonna be Fiendsmith control. Yep. See, they're probably gonna just activate Tracked next. But just in case they don't, okay, here we go. I'll toggle here. I usually toggle. It requires a little bit of extra effort, but I think it's worth it. Especially with a hand like this where we have another hand trap and starters. Because, like, there are a lot of games where our opponent would, like, normal summon a starter, we Veiler, and they have to pass. And, like, not affording them the knowledge that we have Max C could potentially matter. Because we wouldn't use it at that point, right? Like, if it was, like, Heroes, for example, and they normal summon Stratos and we Veiler, and that's, like, you know, they pass. Like, somehow that's enough. Yeah, no reason to fire off Max C at that point, right? Droll and Lockbird's a very interesting draw. This is completely fine with me. Okay, yeah, so they are going to summon Lacrima. Good, not Desiree. This is very good for me. It means I get a draw and I get to just negate this. We're going to go Veiler. On you. Interesting. They have a response. They're gonna keep going. This is so fun. If they would have like summoned Caesar badly enough to give me 2 extra draws, they are more than welcome to do that, frankly. That's exactly what they're doing. Okay, I'm fine with this. Oh, dang. I was going to say we could maybe even get it to use one of its materials, but now we were 1 summon short. Ooh, Poplar is not a good draw at all right there. I mean, I don't know. There could be worse draws. All right, we're definitely going to just lead with Engraver here. Okay, they thought about a response, but chose not to. They don't have a quick effect in the graveyard, so it's definitely something in hand. I kind of feel like it's their own Max C or Fuelos. Because, yeah, it's not Ash Blossom. We already have an engraver in the graveyard, right? I guess I could just add another one. No, I think Lacrima is still better to add. Okay, so if I droll them on the first draw, I don't get to add off Snake Eye Ash, but that actually doesn't matter because I have Poplar in hand anyway. I could Diabell Star set for OSS to get well, I could get access to... I could use Snake Eye Ash to get access to Oak as well. Oh yeah, not Fuo. Yeah, because of Caesar. Interesting, okay. They're choosing the Caesar and not whatever's in their hand. Which I'm still assuming is Max C. Now if they had Fulos, it is live, but that's a pretty big if. Oh, burn? Yeah, whatever. Gosh. Okay, so I think I'm going to summon Diabell Star next, and... Do I have a fire monster? But I don't have a fire monster in my yard. See, I really want to send Poplar for this Diabell Star. I guess that's fine, even if I just put Poplar in the spell trap. Yeah, of course that's fine. Yeah, we're going to do it like this. Because then we can send Poplar in the spell trap for Ash's effect. And then we can even chain block the Diabell Star. You know, it's funny, I haven't actually resolved the droll yet, but I'm just operating under the assumption that I'm going to have to use the droll. Okay, so I'm not actually... I don't actually want to add a card off of this, right? Because that would be just adding the Oak. I can actually just normal summon Lacrima here and keep going into Fiendsmith plays. Alright, you gonna play Maxi now? Oh, it's Magnum Hut. That's what it was this whole time. They're just waiting for me to summon Engraver. Okay. That's not that big of a deal. That's fine. That makes sense. Okay. This is fine. I don't care about Magnum Hut F. We also knew they had Magnum Hut because they Lubellion. Yeah. Okay. Alright, now I have just one in the yard, so if I go... Okay, I can still go into Fiendsmith's Lacrima for, like, Caesar or something. Get some nib protection before I start popping off. Okay, yeah, they still have something. Oh, but I won't have anything to summon off of the... okay, they have DD Crow anyway. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I needed one more Light Fiend in the yard, but then they had DD Crow, so it didn't actually end up mattering anyway. I mean, it kind of did, because now I don't get to summon anything instead of only getting one thing, but whatever, it's fine. Alright. What was this? Please don't be Ash. Oh my god, that would be horrible. It was Max C! Wait, that's fine. We can just draw, and we can play through it. Okay. Wow, they actually had Max C. That's wild. It did seem like they did, didn't it? But they played around it very well. I knew we were going to have to resolve that droll. I knew that was going to have to happen at some point this turn. Alright, so now we can go Oak, send Poplar for Flamberge. Because we don't have any other fire monsters. Yeah, okay. We can push Magnum Hut into the back row. Where's Magnum Hut? Here it is. And then now we go for Promethean. Alright, Flambridge F. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And we're definitely going to summon the Flambridge again. Alright. Beautiful! Beautiful! Alright, let's do one more game. One more game for this video. Of course, if you're watching live on stream right now, then we're just getting started. Okay. Ooh. Level up mirror. Level up mirror. Rank up mirrors are always hype. Nothing like an M1 rank up mirror though. Oh, those are the most hype. When you and your opponent are each other's final boss. So good. Alright, this hand's good enough. I don't like opening Poplar and Lurie, but I won't complain about it. Let's go Poplar F. See what they've got. It's Fuelos. I'll Ash that. And we get to hand rip them. Yeah, this is gonna be good. You thought! You thought! Maxi. There we go. Okay, yeah. let's do like another real game before before we end the YouTube video here. Yeah, I don't fault them for insta scooping right there at all. Winning another coin flip. Love to see it. I should have looked at. Oh well, yeah, they conceded. I didn't have time to. I would have liked to have looked at their hand though. Okay, this hand is... It's a little weird, but it's not horrible. I don't like having Flambridge in hand. Because the thing is, I can't really send Flambridge off the Diabell Star, because I need to be able to summon it. I mean, I guess I could, and then revive it off of Promethean Princess. Either way, we definitely lead with normal summon Lacrima here. It probably is going to be Diabell Star, pitch Flambridge, and revive it later. That's going to... the sequencing on that's going to be awkward. We'll figure it out. I mean, I guess it's not that awkward, because I can just turn the Flambridge bodies into... Well, no, I wouldn't be able to link off Flambridge, right? At that point, if I would need to keep it on board from Masquerena. No, again, we'll figure it out. Alright. I think I'll make a Caesar. Yeah, I think Caesar is probably the best bet in this situation. Plays around Nib. We can make Appaloosa anyway, so it's just adding extra stuff to our end board. I like making Desiree, but it's so risky to do it when you're starting off with Fiendsmith stuff like this, because... Because, you know, you might play into Nib. Yeah, I'm gonna summon because I want to make Caesar. I could add and make Appaloosa, but we're gonna go for Caesar here. So I do want to special summon, yes. Ah, you know what? That's a good call. I don't normally call out chat when I'm recording YouTube videos, but equipping the sequence here to send for the Diabell Star is excellent. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you for the suggestion. I guess I could have equipped it to... It doesn't really matter what I equip it to here. I kind of need to do this now before I make the Caesar, which is a little bit awkward, but this is still fine. Alright, we're going to set the OSS, of course. Alright, let's make Caesar. Okay, so, I could dramatic Snake Eye Chase for the Snake Eye Diabell Star, and then send that. I could have used the Requiem as a leak material, actually. That would have been way better, yeah. Or just sending it for the OSS, either way. Yeah, I missed out on a body. That was pretty not great, but you know what? It's not the end of the world, either. I'll just do it like this. We don't really have to get very fancy. This could have been played more optimally, but... It's Snake Eyes, so you can also just not play optimally and win anyway. You know. Yeah, let's get Poplar. Defense mode. And then we'll get the Snake Eyes Diabell Star. And we'll do it in, I don't know. This is just the order I'm used to doing it in, but like going for Oak. And then Oak F for Ash. Special summon, yes. And then, yeah, this order plays a little bit better into... Well, I mean, I guess we already have Caesar for Nib, but... I'm just always thinking about Nib. Nib is so good in this format. You always got to be thinking about it. Okay. Normally you would pivot into Fiendsmith here. Obviously we already did Fiendsmith stuff, so no need to do that. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna make our... Well, we need to summon Flamberge, so let's do that by activating Snake Eye Diabell Star, putting Poplar into the spell trap. Then we can send the Poplar in the spell trap with the Oak. Alright, let's make IP here, because I always forget to make IP until later in the combo line, and then it gets really awkward, and yeah, this is just probably the best spot to make IP. We have room for the 2 extra bodies, so we're good there. It doesn't really matter which 2. Alright, and then we're gonna go into Prom Princess. Wait, actually... No, this is fine. I thought I screwed up the placement for a second here, but this is fine. Our opponent hasn't conceded yet, which is a little concerning. Funnily enough, I actually get kind of scared when my full turn 1 combo line goes unchallenged and they don't concede. I'm like, what do you have? What do you have? Alright, IP. I'll just put you over here. Alright, let's make our Nightmare Phoenix with you and you. And then 3-mat Appaloosa. Yeah, I'm thinking like Sky Striker, Tenpai, which is a deck I'm terrified of because I always lose to it. Oh, this is another reason why Dramatic Snake Eye Charge is good, or Chase rather, because you can summon out the IP during your end phase, which means you don't have to draw phase Flamberge, which means you don't proc stuff like top deck Imperm, Thrust, Gamma, top deck Gamma, stuff like that. It's very niche, but it matters. It's a slight reason why I like Chase as well. Not like, you know, concrete one. Interesting. Dimensional fissure. That's fine. Okay. So is it Exodia? Is it stun? Is it... It's stun. It's stun and they went second and didn't concede. That's kind of wild. What does this do? You can declare a card type. Both players reveal the bottom card. If it was a declared type, they add it to their hand. Otherwise, place it on top of their deck. Destroy my opponent's card effect. You can make your opponent place one card from their hand on bottom of the deck. Sure, that's fine. So we each call a type. Oh no, they call a type, and then if it's a spell, I get to add it. Okay, it's Runic Stun. So they're gonna take Smiting Storm, and then my bottom card is Diabell Star. Okay. Alright, so we simply SP the Fountain and win. Banish cards is the number of cards they control. This is fine, I don't care about this. Okay, there's Fountain. Should I activate SP or IP now? I'll just do it now, yeah. Yeah, we'll do it while it's on the chain link, so that way... Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so they're gonna get to draw 2 here. I mean, at the very least, we did get to set up before they did, so we have an established board. So, like, wait, they didn't draw? Okay. That's fine. I'm cool with that. It's Synchro Zone! It's Synchro Zone! Okay. That's fine. The funny thing is, I don't even have to make SP and remove this right now. I could just farm some stuff back from my graveyard with the Flamberge first. Like, this one's... No, this one's Link Summoned. Okay, I was gonna say. But can we find something else that's helpful? This card is normal or special summoned. Hell yeah! Alright, let's put Diabell Star in the spell trap. We have Ash for the Fountain. I don't know. Yeah, I do not have to SP this yet. I can just pass here. Wanted is banished, but we still have... Oh, no, Silvera is also banished. I didn't see that. Dang. Oh. That's what I was mainly going for, but it's really not that big of a deal either. Yeah, I don't care about this. They're getting messenger. Okay, I kind of care about that. 2 ways to block my attacks is fairly annoying. Especially because we already used Nightmare Phoenix. I think if we can out... I could make... I can't make Desiree, though. Without access to my Fiendsmith stuff. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, so yep, there's the Messenger of Peace. It's too bad about the Silvera being banished. Ah! This is during just, yeah, the opponent's turn. Yeah, so end phase. I'm gonna take the Diabell Star. Silvera being banished is so rough here. If it weren't for that, we could negate and then banish and then win. So this prevents 1500 or more, right? So I could still attack with IP. Well, I could still... No, I couldn't attack with SP, though, because that's 1600. I really need to be able to make Desiree here. But even then, my sequence is in the graveyard. So that's not really an option here, unfortunately. This sucks! This sucks! Phoenix, and but Phoenix is already in the yard, unfortunately. Has to be Link summoned. Card is Link summoned, you can discard one card. Yeah, the co-link is also only when it activates. I think it's time to start, like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for Flamberge. And I think I just have to start getting my weak dudes back and just start battling with those. Like stuff like Oak. I will have to SP the Synchro Zone. So, like, I guess I might as well do that now. And then we can do that with IP and leave up the Flamberge to start summoning stuff. Watch them just draw another, like, card that stops attacks, you know, on their turn. I guess I could make Moon and start battling. Like I could get rid of Caesar and Appaloosa. Like, what are they actually doing here? Fuck it. Could do some burn too. Oh, we did SP, so we can't do it this turn. So I should have saved that for next turn. Also, I should put back Requiem there. Oh well. Oh, this does deal 100 damage. Okay, they're gonna keep looking for spells. This is fine, I don't care. Ah, they didn't even find one. Morganite, sure. Okay, end phase. Go for Oak. Oak F. Ash has more attack. I'm not going to activate Link Karibo, because that's just a drop in attack, and our stuff would get banished anyway. Alright. I guess we'll just battle. Alright, main phase 2. Okay, we could probably just do Poplar next. Yeah. Actually, we could do Sequence as well. Probably should have done this one first. Well, no, the Oak did provide more damage, ultimately. Alright, so they're going to take another 100 here. Ooh, Smiting Storm. What is my deck at? 20? Okay. We can Ghost Ogre the Fountain here. Oh, they didn't activate it. Again. Okay. Was that golden droplet? Sure. Hey, I got a spell! Woohoo! Oh, this is not good. You know what? We can always just push their, whatever they summon to the spell trap zone with Flamberge, so maybe it doesn't matter. Hopefully it doesn't matter. This can be targeted, right? Okay, it'll negate destroy Flamberge. That won't matter. Wait, it will matter. Oh no, it banishes this card from the field, so it won't matter. Okay, so I don't want to do that. I want to do... Oh, I can't do Ghost Ogre? Okay, fine, I'll just do Ash Blossom. Alright, I just need them to go to end phase here. Oh. Majesty's Fiend. Okay. Can't attack, but I can't battle over it, but I can push it back with Flamberge. Okay. And I have Imperm. Neither player can activate monster effects. Hang on, how much damage do I have up right now? 12, 2,000... 2,900. Oh, I can't lethal next turn because I can't activate Flamberge's effect. That sucks. That really sucks. That's fine. Whatever. They just live one more turn. Yeah, we can out the Majesty's Fiend. I just wanted to win this turn as well. Again, I'm just being greedy, but... 2,000... Yeah, this is only 2,900. Okay. Well, I mean, we might have some... I don't have a light feed. Okay, whatever. Let's just do this first. Okay, so we got that out of the way. This is just Link Kuriboh. We could do 300 extra damage. Does that put them at... That's 3,700, so that puts them down to 600. Too bad I can't, like, summon this during the battle phase. What else is in here? Is there, like, anything else I could summon? No, not really. That's... fine. We'll just battle. I don't think it's worth it to activate Link Kuriboh here. Actually, it might be. Well, Link Kuriboh is only when they attack, right? When an opponent's monster declares an attack. Okay. I don't think we have to do this yet, so I'm not going to. Yeah, the D-Fissure is exactly what I was worried about, too. Let's pass here. That's fine. Unfortunately, that's gonna have to be fine. Yeah, it sucks that Ghost Ogre has to be sent to the graveyard. Cannot out the fountain with it while D-Fissure's up. Well, this is gonna be one hell of a game for the YouTube video. Banish the top 2 cards. Neither player takes any battle damage. We can take care of this with Flamberge. I don't really think there's a reason to Prom Princess here, because we get rid of stuff that we want to keep. like the Flambridge and our little dudes. Unfortunately, I don't think waiting for them to get burned out by the messenger is an option. We're going to get decked out before that happens. Yeah, there's like no way they're not hitting runic spells off this. At least we hit a spell. Why not? I mean, we actually kind of don't want to at this point with our deck getting so low. There's only one back row slot left, so there is that. This can't attack, so I don't really need to tag it out with SV. Mystical Space Typhoon? Wild. Mystical Space Typhoon. That is very interesting. Why not Cosmic? I mean, I understand playing a card like that in a deck like this. I actually do. But like, genuinely, why not Cosmic Cyclone? At that rate. I mean, they wouldn't be able to use Cosmic Cyclone here, to be fair. Okay, so by Flambridging their Runic dude, we can lock them out of back row. I just gotta hope this is like Max C or something. Okay, so they can no longer play spell traps. That's pretty good for me. We know they play Maxi because we saw it earlier. Let's just battle. Yo! Hey, yo! Let's go! Let's go! You thought I wouldn't play the long game. You thought I would concede. Ooh, that's going to be a nice one for YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, as far as the YouTube video goes, I think this is just about going to wrap it up. So thanks for those of you who are watching this later, but of course for folks who are watching the stream now, we're going to keep going. Again, if you're interested in checking out some of the live gameplay here on stream, you're going to want to either join us here when we stream on Twitch, or here on YouTube rather, or you could also go over to Twitch because I do multi-stream on both platforms. That's going to be twitch.tv/HexLexLive. If you want to give a follow or a sub over there, that would be greatly appreciated. But for the YouTube video, that's going to do it for now, so let's move on to the outro. Hey everybody, HexLex here. Thank you so very much for watching all the way to the very end of the video, which by the way is one of the best ways to support the channel. Speaking of supporting the channel, take a look at the names on screen. These are folks who have been so generous as to either join as a YouTube member or subscribe over on patreon.com/HexLex to support. There's also perks for doing so. If you would like to see YouTube videos early, as well as some exclusive videos that get uploaded to YouTube, but for one reason or another I decide not to publish, definitely go ahead and hit that join button to see content early, as well as some exclusive content. If you're looking for more exclusive content, over on patreon.com, I upload exclusive videos that are not posted on YouTube just about every single day. Whether you choose to subscribe over on Patreon, join as a YouTube member, or simply continue to watch, your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. But for now, this is HexLex. I am signing out, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.